Felt so nice, they had to do it twice. Another 10-game win streak for the boys in blue right there in big old Texas. Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Chicago Cubs Central, your number one spot for all things Chicago Cubs. Hey, I'm your host, Mike Jones. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys, and for enjoying this weekend edition of Chicago Cubs Central. Hey, listen, y'all, we appreciate each and every one of you that tune in to these daily episodes, these updates, as well as the Cub Talk. Please make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe so that you never miss anything going on right here on Chicago Cubs Central. Also, please make sure that if you are watching on Spotify or on Apple, that you leave a 5-star review so that you never miss anything over there and you help grow the channel. As well as, please, if you are watching on X, go ahead and heart that this video real quick, as well as you can share on there too so more people can see the videos that we post. Now, with that being said, the Chicago Cubs do go ahead and take care of business once again, y'all. That's right. We got to wave that W flag. 27 wins already on this very, very young, very early season. The Chicago Cubs team, man, is doing some stuff that haven't been done in a very long time, and it's giving knock on wood, it's giving 2016 vibes. I have an episode specially planned out for that, though, where we will cover all of that. But the Chicago Cubs have been winning a lot of ball games lately. Their second 10-game win streak of the season. These boys are on fire right now, and they're just taking care of business. It's for them, it's exciting to play. It's fun to play. It's great to be on a winning squad, and these guys pick each other up. It's almost like that next man up mentality that you see in basketball and that you see in football is how the Chicago Cubs are carrying themselves right now with these victories. In this game, not only did you see a spectacular game from Ben Brown, 4 innings pitched with 0 hits given up, only 1 walk, but you also got Javier Assad in there. You got some Ethan Roberts in there. You were able to get out of a jam that Rollison put you in after Ben Brown sat down after 4 innings and only give up 1 run. So again, the Chicago Cubs, right now, they're just finding different ways to win basketball games, staying competitive in games. I love it because it's great. And I've said this before throughout these win streaks. It's great to see you blow a team out. It's good. It's easy. It's fun. Everybody knows you're going to win the game pretty much, unless you have some catastrophic meltdown, which in baseball is possible. It's fun, but I appreciate the fact that on these win streaks, the Chicago Cubs continuously find themselves sometimes down, but they're never out. And I think for me, those are the games I appreciate even more. Those are the games where you're like, like we thought it was over, or we thought this might be the one where they get us. But no, the Chicago Cubs take care of business even still and continue to win baseball games, man. And I'm telling you guys, this has been a fun ride. If you have not taken the time to just appreciate just how good your team is, I want you to do so right now. I want you to go back and I want you to look at the scores of this last 10-game win streak. I want you to go back and look at the homestand that the Chicago Cubs just went on. And I want you to go and realize they beat some really good teams along the way. They did beat some stinkers also, or some teams that were trending downward, but they also beat some very, very good teams. And I don't want you to take this lightly. I don't want you guys to, take this lightly, because at the drop of a dime, this could all change. I hope it doesn't, but at the drop of a dime, this could all be taken away. So like I said, for me, I relish and enjoy these win streaks. I'm thankful that we have competent managing. I'm thankful that we have a group of guys that want to win baseball games. They just do. They want to win baseball games. They're competitive. They want to be the best. They believe that last season ended on a very, very sour note, losing to those Milwaukee Brewers in the second round of the postseason, and they want to right that wrong. But in order to do that, you got to get back there. In order to do that, you got to win games. And this time, they want to win the Central Division. Make no mistake about it, the Chicago Cubs ain't resting on their laurels. These guys aren't just, out here ho humming through. These guys are out here trying to do their best to win every single game. And it's a beautiful thing to watch. It's a really, really beautiful thing to watch. You're getting really, really great ABs from these guys right now. Javier Assad picks up the win in this one. He is now 3-1 on the season. Rocker is 1-4 for the Texas Rangers. However, like I said, in this game, you saw more great hitting from Ian Happ. More great hitting from Seiya Suzuki. Ian Happ singled to left to get the scoring started for the Chicago Cubs. Conforto was the one that scored for him. And then, of course, Seiya Suzuki homered to center, and that scored Happ. That would be in the fourth inning. In the sixth inning, Pete Armstrong hit a ground rule double that scored Busch, that gave the Chicago Cubs a 4-1 lead. And then Michael freaking Busch, somebody that the Chicago Cubs fan base have been low on, especially myself, have been low on this to start this season. Michael Busch over the last month is really starting to figure it out and put it together. He hasn't hit his home run stride yet, but just his competitive ABs, not swinging for the fences at everything, but really taking on the same approach as a Dansby Swanson, and Nico Horner and some of the other guys, where we want to see some pitches. We're not just swinging for the fences at everything, but we want to wait on our pitch. And if we don't get our pitch, that's okay. We'll keep the line rolling and get the next guy. And I mean, that's a great mentality for these hitters to have. That's why you're able to go on such a win streak like this, not once, but twice, because you're able to see these guys really gelling, really putting it together, and really figuring out how to play competent baseball. It's a beautiful thing to watch. You're looking at, as of right now, it's May 8th. You're looking at a team that is on pace to win 111 games. Now, will they stay on that pace? Probably not. There will come slumps. There will come times where they drop some games, but that's okay. That's okay, because I believe in a competitive division, as competitive as the Central is, where everybody is above 500. I believe 92 games, 93 games will win you this division this year. Now, I'm not saying that I want the Chicago Cubs to only win 93 games. I really like them to get in the hundreds. So I really like them to not only win the division, but win the league, because that way, like I said, everything goes through Wrigley, and you guys know how Wrigley Field plays, especially during the postseason. I mean, we saw it last year. It was crazy, beautiful to watch. Not to mention, you get that you miss the wild card round, and you're able to get that bye, and like I said, and just be there waiting in the division series round. So that will be the goal. We'll see what happens with that, but that's far, far off. That's October. We're still in May, so we got time. But as of right now, I'm just really, really floored with what these guys are doing, and how when certain guys are coming back down to earth. Nico Horner coming back down to earth right now, batting average at 279. Then you have people like Michael Conforto stepping up, 2 for 4 in this game with a walk, scored a run. He's at 375. Batting average. And then you look at somebody like Alex Bregman, who's still trying to find his way, but he's 1 for 5, scored a run in this game, 239 batting average. Ian Happ, just a model of consistency right now for the Chicago Cubs, scoring wise. Seiya Suzuki, it's no accident, and Alex Cohen mentioned it on the game tonight while watching the game. He mentioned it. It's no accident that the Chicago Cubs have looked really good and started scoring a bunch more once Seiya Suzuki came back and got his footing under him. And JD added to that it's no surprise that you get a major league hitter, the best hitter on the Chicago Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. You get him back. And of course, the Chicago Cubs are going to hit the ball, and they're going to be very, very competitive in games, never out of a game, because Seiya Suzuki is one of the best hitters in baseball. Now, I can't wait to see what Seiya does next weekend against Murakami, who's the best, who's trying to make a vow for the best home run hitter in all of baseball. Dude is a beast over there for the South Side for the White Sox. But again, we'll just have to see. That's next week. And I might surprise you guys with a little treat next week as far as the White Sox versus Cubs game goes. But that's neither here nor there. As of right now, we're looking at the Chicago Cubs as they are at the top of baseball, not just at the top of the division, not just at the top of the league, but the top of baseball, best in the National League and in the American League as of right now. So I'm very, very interested to see where the Chicago Cubs head from here. Hopefully, still upward. I mean, there's rumors that they're talking to clubs about pitching and what it might take, having some conversations. The Chicago Cubs acting as a big league ball club should, which means we're going to talk to other teams that maybe have pitching that season has not went the way they wanted it to. So, they want to make a deal to get rid of some of the pitching. I mean, could see it. I talked about Freddie Peralta earlier on the on my stories page. You guys, if you haven't checked that out, check that out. But again, I mean, you're looking at a team that just is gelling right now and flowing right now, and it's beautiful to see. And speaking of flowing, somebody that I have to give credit to, my good buddy Cody Del Mundo, um, who came on the show earlier this year. He is somebody that has talked highly in regard of Ben Brown. Even during that episode, me and him were talking, and I was telling him, I was like, dude, I'm out on Ben Brown, man. I'm over it. I'm over the project. It's over with. It's done. He's like, I can't. He's like, Mike, I can't. Somebody that's that tall and throws can hit 100 on the gun, potentially 98, 99, 100 on the gun. That's not somebody that you give up on. He's just young. And I'll be darned if I didn't have to tweet him tonight, and I will probably tweet him for the rest of the season every time Ben Brown makes another good start or comes out and saves the Cubs' ass. We've seen him in multiple different ways. I was wrong about Ben Brown. I ain't too proud to admit when I'm wrong about something. I was wrong about Ben Brown. Ben Brown in this game lifted the Chicago Cubs, got off to a great start, really stifling the hitters for the Texas Rangers. Basically, grounders, multiple grounders to Dansby, some over to Michael Busch side, and literally, I mean, just when you have that great of a defense playing behind you, that's why you go out and get an Alex Bregman. That's why you go out and get a Dansby Swanson. That's why you go out and get and re-sign a Nico Horner or sign an extension for Nico Horner. That's why Michael Busch will probably end up getting paid, because these guys are your key guys. These guys, this is your unit. These are the guys that basically you can afford to go get ground ball pitchers because you understand that they are going to hit to these guys, and literally it's going to be something where, I mean, it's going to be hard. You're hard pressed to get a hit through the Chicago Cubs. Like I told you, Ben Brown pitched 4 innings of no hit baseball, no earned run baseball, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 46 pitches, 31 of those being strike. Ben Brown was only supposed to go 2 innings in this game, y'all, and he ended up going 4. They're going to start trying to see about Ben Brown potentially becoming a starter. I mean, he could have went 5 in this one. Could have went 5. I suspect before it's all said and done, we will see maybe Ben Brown go 5, maybe 6. We'll just see. We'll just see. But for right now, Cody, and for everybody else that appreciates Ben Brown out there, I was wrong. And like I said, I'm not too proud to admit when I'm wrong, because actually this is a great thing to be wrong about, because I'm really enjoying what Ben Brown is doing. I'm really enjoying what Ben Brown is doing. The strength and the growth that he's shown this year by adding that third pitch, that changeup, it is a thing of beauty, and he's using it to his advantage. It's almost like a power change, I think is what they called it tonight on the broadcast, because he's still throwing it very, very hard, very, very fast at you. So, like I said, I mean, he's catching whiffs off of this. And that's all you can ask for out of a pitcher, is to go out there, get swings and misses, and get outs. And Ben Brown did that tonight. He did his job. So we'll see what goes on from here. The Chicago Cubs bring their best pitcher, in my estimation, to the mound tomorrow, trying to win a series. It's going to be Edward Cabrera, who is 3-0 with a 3.27 ERA, going up against Jack Leiter, who is 1-3 with a 5.45 ERA. The Chicago Cubs looking to take another series, man, and to extend this win streak to 11 games. Can he do it? We'll have to see. Like I said, I would like to see Eric Cabrera come out and just be dominant in this game. You know, he is going to give up a couple of home runs. That just is what it is. But for the most part, he should be pretty steady, and we'll get a lot of swings and misses too. So we'll just have to see what happens, man. But we'll be back again with another episode. Once again, man, fly that damn W. The Chicago Cubs doing it all for us. We appreciate you guys. Until next time, go Cubs, go. Peace.
Thank you for watching another episode of Chicago Cubs Central, the #1 spot for all Chicago Cubs content. Remember to like, share, subscribe for more Cubs content.